Okay, so I'm here to show you how to use goformative. It's super easy. All you're going to do is first go to goformative.com. On It's Learning, I'm generally going to have that link on there, so if you click it, then it'll take you to the landing page. You're going to click Log In. You're going to want to make sure you use your Google login. Once you're in, you're going to see all of your class's assignments, which can be a little overwhelming if you have a lot of different classes using goformative. So you're going to want to go over here to where it says class. Right now I have it by all. I'm going to want to sort it to just whatever class I'm looking for, in this case chemistry. Now I can see just the formatives for chemistry. In It's Learning, I'm going to have the title that you're going to be using for that day. So let's say I was doing chemistry practice 2. I can see what day it's due. And so sometimes there'll be a due date, so make sure that you're paying attention to that. So this one closes on Wednesday, August 26th at 12 a.m. So whenever I click it, I can see all my questions. In this case, I have one question. If you see this little comment, I can click on that and type a message, or I keep getting this one wrong, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong on it, and then I can send you a message back. So that's what that little icon's for. Whenever I click an answer, notice that it turns blue. So this assignment is set up where I'm not telling you what the correct answer is. So I'm not going to know until I submit. I hit submit again, and my answer has now been submitted. So I can exit assignment or log out. And I don't have it set up for this assignment to show you what your grade was, but if it did, then it would pop up right here, like you can see on these other assignments. When you see this little arrow right here, it says that the answers are returned. This one says multiple submissions allowed. So if I look at my grade and I see that I did poorly on the assignment, then I can reopen it up and ask questions or retry the problems that I missed. So now let's go to the other assignment. Many of your assignments are going to be set up like this, where you can see the questions, and this time when I say 3 minus 1, I say 1, it turns green, saying I got it correct. Well, if I had said 3, you can see that that would have been incorrect. Question 1 and question 2 look very similar to each other in the sense that they're both math questions, but notice this one has a little icon where there's a keyboard and this one doesn't. If I needed to do scientific notation for this question, let's say I needed to say 4.5 times 10 to the third. So times 10. To get that power of the third up on the top, I would hit the keyboard and then use this one right here, to the third. If I hit the keyboard again, then that's going to make it go away. And I can look at my answer and say, oh, that's incorrect. But that's how you would type in scientific notation. If I needed a unit, make sure you're putting a space and then the unit. So this one, notice there is no little keyboard icon. So the only way I can do scientific notation on this one is if I said 4.5 e to the third. So that e is going to stand for times and 10. So both of these would be ways to do scientific notation. And then my little space and my unit if I needed it. So make sure you're paying attention. If these are red, then obviously that's incorrect and you should be asking me questions if you don't see why you missed it. Sometimes it's as simple as not putting your answer with units or not putting your answer in the correct number of significant figures. A lot of times I'll have directions up here, so make sure you're reading those directions on how the answer should be put in. You can see matching questions. If you see matching, you would just drag them. Once they're dragged in the correct location, notice it turned green. Some problems you may have to fill in the table below. So if you have a question like this where it says show your work, you're going to click show your work. And then you have lots of tools available to you. So if I needed a draw, I could use this one, and then I can draw my dots. I can choose my line thickness from this one and choose a different color. I can write different things. I can add text boxes. Probably want a different color. To erase things, I can use the eraser. I can erase lines. I can also erase text. You can insert an image if you need to. So that is your draw. Whenever you're done, you just hit the check mark. This one stays blue because I'm going to have to grade that one. You may also have questions where it just says like find a mistake and you have an image. So again, I would hit show your work. I would want to make sure I'm on the scribble tool. I can choose line thickness and color again, and then I can look through and see wherever the mistake was, and then circle wherever the mistake is. Again, whenever I'm done, I just hit the little check mark and it comes back. If I need to make my question bigger, that's what this one is. So if I need to see the question or if I need my space larger. And finally, if you're having to type things, if I misspelled mitochondria, then it's going to turn red up here. So it does need to be spelled correctly, and then it turns green.